Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol AMRN. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame. I think it's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. The downtrend continues. Want to get things updated after this morning was a pretty big plunge. And what I'm going to do is just use this green line down here. Sure, that line up there still pertains to the chart. It's just not really relevant right now, and I don't want to risk causing confusion and clutter because there's lines everywhere. So let's try to make this as clean as possible. So the first update that really needs to be made is essentially just kind of where these new levels of support are. And the first initial one right here at about $2.72. If that level cannot hold, then after $2.72, it's basically just down to where the bleeding stopped today, and that's down at around $2.65. So from a support standpoint, again, near term level that you'd ideally like to see hold is $2.72. If that doesn't hold, then it would not be shocking at all to see the price go down there and at least retest $2.65. I'm not saying $2.65 would break, but technically speaking, there's not really any other supports, but in between these levels. So, that would just be the next kind of logical location for the price to head down to. Now, in the event, because to give credit where credit's due, there was a nice little miniature bounce here today. So if this is the start of something bigger and the price does continue bouncing, where are some of these levels of resistance at? And really from the overarching perspective, it's all about that purple line right there, the 50-period simple moving average. Case in point, you can see during that very nice bounce right there, surprise, surprise, look right where it got rejected. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying this level, can't be broken. I'm not saying the price can never ever get up above it. I'm just saying the past history of the chart does show us that, apparently the bulls really are going to need to bring their A game if they're going to be able to fight above that level and then more importantly stay up above it. So keep an eye on that in the event there's any sort of bounce that does take place. But really, even if tomorrow or the next couple of days is just simply the price going sideways, I would still consider that bullish because given the overall context of the downtrend, sideways price action sometimes can be just as bullish, given certain circumstances. And within this circumstance of the overall downtrend, sideways action, as far as I'm concerned, is just as good as any sort of upwards price movement. So we'll see what happens. Still 3 days left this week. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.